Eastern Bloc is back with a video, a serious video this time. Some things happened, as you all know, in the past 2 weeks. The war in Ukraine, and it's a direct effect to me and my family, because you guys don't know, but my wife and all my in-laws are Ukrainian, Russian Ukrainian, and they live in Kiev their entire life. We were able to get 2 of my wife's family members who had visas to the United States, luckily, right as the bomb started dropping. But I still have a half dozen in Ukraine, and my wife still has 3 of her aunts, uncles, and cousin in Kiev. So it's very hard for me to focus and even enjoy guns when this is happening. So I just can't, for the life of me, even discuss another gun from Russia, even though I love them and they're my favorite guns. You'll not see them on this channel. I'll be using them, but I'm never going to mention them. I'm never going to show them on camera until this conflict is resolved. And I don't think it's going to be resolved soon. I just spoke to a lot of my Russian friends and Ukrainian friends, and they're at 2 opposite ends of the world. Even an air gunner that everyone knows, respects as an air gunner, thinks all Ukrainians, even called me a Nazi because my wife is from Ukraine, and she called her family traitors because they were born in the Soviet Union and no longer want to be part of the Soviet Union. It doesn't make any sense, and the mindset of these Russians now versus the Ukrainians, they will never be one people ever again after this war. Even the Russian Ukrainians are never ever going to be with Russia again, associated at all. The only way the Russians are going to realize what is actually happening is if they can see really what's happening. But that's impossible now in that country. So sorry. I'm sorry if you're tuning into my channel because you want to see the guns from that part of the world. I will not be talking about them. I will not be glorifying them. I will not discuss them ever until Russia comes around to its senses. Alright, Eastern Bloc is back today. First 60-degree day out of the year. I'm going to just go off for an hour, try to shoot a couple pigeon. I'm going to stay up by the vehicle. Seems like when I hide behind the vehicle, I can a lot of times get more shots. I'm blocked by the vehicle. Plus, I don't want to get muddy and step in cow poop, sorry. So I got my slug gun here. It's shooting hybrids at 1,000 feet per second. We'll see how it does. All right, Pretty successful. I didn't get a lot. They're kind of spooky today, really windy, but the gun performed well with hybrids at 1,000 feet per second. I love shooting slugs in this kind of wind. Here comes another pigeon. Well, I think that's it for the day. I'm gonna head out. Slava, Ukraine. All right, so as I should wrap this up, I never intended this channel to be political. Never wanted it, ever. But I cannot stand by. I mean, before this happened, I spent thousands on my in-laws to fly here that could. Spending thousands to my other in-laws that I barely know to cross the border and be safe and live in a different country that they've never been to. And then every night waking up, hoping my three in-laws still left in Kiev are alive. I was still not going to get political until the owner of this gun company posted a rant on Airgun Nation stating he supports what his country's doing. Putin's only doing it to solve more problems that would happen in the future. I think these problems that Russia has and World War III is what can get worse than that. We're on the verge of World War III. And then stated all the bad things the United States did. Yeah, two wrongs don't make a right. And then went on to say how the Soviet Union, Russia created this world and they deserve something back because of all the history they did. You don't deserve anything. Looking back in history saying we did this for you, so now you have to do this for us, doesn't make any sense. You can't look at history. I mean, it's warped. The bottom line, yes, NATO is moving east fast, really fast. It's moving east because everyone on Russia's border has a choice to be friendly with Russia or go to the east. Friendly with Russia or go to the east. To be like Belarus or go to the east, be like Poland. Belarus or Poland. Belarus or Poland. Poland, Poland, Poland. Estonia, Latvia, Romania, Germany. They choose that every time. Every time they choose that. And Russians have to start asking themselves, why are other countries choosing that? Why don't they love Russia? Ask yourself that. Why don't they love Russia? I mean, it would be great if Russia was moving eastward and everybody's friendly to Russia and everybody, all the countries next to NATO were running to Russia and saying, help us, Russia, help us, help us, help us from the mean NATO, protect us. Why doesn't that happen? Ask yourself that if you're Russian.